All right, so Phone Rebel lovers, stand up. We got another one for you, and this is going to be the Phone Rebel Crystal series for the 14 Pro Max. Now, if you don't know, it is joined by two other Phone Rebel models. That's going to be the actual frosted and the carbon, Gen 4 when it comes to Phone Rebel. So this is going to be the Crystal series for my people who want to have that high gloss crystal clear back with that protection. This one's going to be for you right here, all right? Flipping it over, let me see what we got going on. So we basically have tactile metal buttons, anti-shock bumper ladder, UV resistant, wheel not yellow. I have a bunch of these Phone Rebel cases sitting around. I may not use the crystal version all the time, but a case will yellow even though you don't use it. And guess what? I pull out any one of the crystals right now, that back is still crystal clear without any yellowing going on. So I happen to believe that. MagSafe compatible, ultra strong. We're going to test that out. Dual-sided scratch protection when it comes to their clear back. That is big when it comes to clear cases because we know some, as soon as you set it down on the table, it gets scratched up. Aggressive edge guard top and bottom, easy swipe borders in all direction, made with premium materials, and a screen protector is included. So let's get into this. And of course, always a shout out to Philip and the Phone Rebel crew for always blessing your boy and hooking me up with the latest. I don't even say nothing, man. I just looked up, I saw a package coming from Phone Rebel. That's what I like to see, man. I appreciate that support. But let's go ahead and take it up out of the packaging and let's see what you have going on. You already know Phone Rebel packaging. You're going to get the Phone Rebel and you're going to get your included screen protector if that's what you want to rock with. Love that they include a nice quality screen protector with their Phone Rebel. But let's go ahead and take a look at it. And yeah, this is going to be that crystal series with that black MagSafe ring. Now, this is basically going to be the same. Of course, we're going to run through the aspects of it, but you already know this is going to be the same when it comes to the crystal series. And it looks like they kind of changed their black buttons up a little bit, but we'll get to that in a minute. So on that top side, you're going to get that little bit of Rebel branding. And on the top and on around the side of it, it is that high gloss material. Now, Phone Rebel, I think, y'all let me know in the comments down below. I would like to see more of this type of kind of a matte material on the sides, more so than a high gloss. Just keep this matte look uniform across the board besides the super high gloss. I don't know what it is about the high gloss. It makes the case feel cheaper than what it is, and it's not a cheap case by any means. It's kind of just like a look and aesthetic thing for me. I like the matte size, all right? So we got the volume up and down. We got the buttons, Phone Rebel Crystal Series, as it says right there on that MagSafe. And you get your cutouts on the bottom side. Now, let's go ahead and weigh it real fast before we slap the iPhone in there, and then we'll see what's going on. So the weight of this case is going to be 42 grams. Kind of standard protocol when it comes to this, when it comes to the weight of this. Now, let's go ahead and slide the 14 Pro Max in there. Very tight fit, just like we know from Phone Rebel, and let's go ahead and take a look at it. So, of course, you'll be able to show off the color of that iPhone if that's something that you want to do. If you want to show off that you got that gold, the space, what is the new color this year? I can't even think, man. I can't even think, man. You can show off the color of your phone. That's basically what you can do when it comes to this crystal clear. So, let's go ahead and step through the case. Now, buttons, all right? Now, the buttons that's usually standard protocol are the flat buttons right here. Normally, when Phone Rebel will ship your case out, you'll get the flat buttons. It won't be these reds, but you get a black flat button. But if you upgrade to the titanium, the burnt orange, it does have that kind of little divot in the middle of it, and that's what they've done with the black button. So it's good to see that they just said, you know what, let's update the black buttons a little bit and give it the same design as the more premium buttons that is offered out there for the Phone Rebel. So that's what I like. Now, when it comes to the buttons, very nice and tactile, no issues there. When it comes to your cutouts on the bottom, everything is spot on. Volume, up and down, very nice and tactile there, no issues. And when it comes to that lay on the table protection on the back side to that camera, you got a little lip, all right? You got a little lip, but trust me, man, I've dropped the Phone Rebel case, whether it's the frosted, whether it's the regular Gen 4, and this bad boy never has to worry. And I tell you, I have dropped it hard, and my phone has been just fine. So I think you'll be just fine when you're talking about placing that camera down. And checking out the rock test, it does have a little rock on the side right here, but it's not anything that's too serious when you are talking about rocking it. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the lay on the table protection because, of course, this has a lip that goes all the way around it. I am rocking that tempered glass screen protector, but it does have these edge screen guards that raise up on each corner. So when you set it down, it's sitting on those screen guards more so than the actual screen and the screen protector. So you're good to go. You don't have to worry about anything like that with the screen sitting on itself because those screen guards have you covered. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the fit of it. When it comes to Phone Rebel, the fit of this is always good. Now, one thing Phone Rebel that I would like to see kind of polished up on the Gen 5 versions is I feel like over time, these may tend to kind of just move out ever so slightly when it comes to the volume button and the power button. Not terrible, but it's something that I would kind of like see snugged up. Same thing, just really nitpicky. Something I've noticed. Even on the corners, you start to see a little gap where you start to see a little bit of slither of the border on both sides. When you press it in, this border kind of goes away. So just those little things I feel like can be tweaked and polished just a little bit to where it will really perfect the fit of this bad boy. But going around it, the thing fits insanely tight, as you already know. No issues at all going around this with the tight fit of it. Once this case is snapped on, trust me, man, it's probably one of the tightest fits on the market when it comes to the case. All those sides snap in with authority, no issues at all. And how does it feel in your hands? I mean, the thing feels good. It feels thin. It feels like a phone rebel, but it does feel a little bit more slippery. All right. They're already kind of a little slippery when it comes to these. And I know Gen 5, you're working on the grip on it, but that's why I say maybe use the matte sides of this. I know the Gen 5 versions are already in production. So what I'm saying may already be done, but it does feel a little bit more slippery when you have these shiny sides. And the shiny sides just show fingerprints and different things just a little bit more than what it has on the other two gens. So it's just something to take a note of. Now, when it comes to that back, of course, it's going to be clear. You might get a few smudges here and there, but they say it's scratch resistant. So I have to take their word for it that you're not really going to do a whole bunch of scratching. Of course, it's not scratching with my fingernails or anything like that. But when you throw this in your pocket with keys and different things like that over time, who knows? It might, I'm just taking that right there, but then that seems to, wipe right off. So it might be pretty good when it comes to scratch resistant. I'm not really putting anything, of course, right there. When I put that metal buckle on it right there, of course, you kind of rub it hard enough, you can kind of get it to scratch. So I don't know, scratch resistant, if you actually purposely try to scratch it, of course it's going to scratch, but I feel like overall with just general things, I'm pretty sure you might be good when it comes to the scratch resistant finish. So that's it, man. That's going to be it when it comes to the Phone Rebel Gen 4. You already know it's a you should buy. I don't really have to talk about that when it comes to this case. This is one of my favorite cases. It's won top 10 multiple times as the #1 case on the channel. And that just concludes the Phone Rebel series. All right. You got the regular one, which is my favorite. You got the frosted, which is also a very nice one as well. And you have the crystal series if you like the more clear look showing off the back of your phone. Maybe you got stickers or something on the back of your phone that you might want to show off. I don't know. But if that's what your thing is, and I forgot, MagSafe strength. How can I forget that we about to get up out of here without testing MagSafe? And you already know what time it is when it comes to this Phone Rebel. It has the same strength as the rest of them, man. Very strong magnets, no issues there. I'm putting my hand down here just in case it falls. I done damaged my desk too much for y'all. But very strong MagSafe magnet. I wouldn't expect anything less from Phone Rebel because they have some of the strongest magnets out there on the market. So there it is, man. Crystal Series Phone Rebel for the 14 Pro Max. Go check it out. But if you want to see the videos of either one of these two right here, I'll be making sure to pop either one or both of them up in the corners above.